So, gosh, what is it anyway? It's a toolbox full of tools that IBM has developed with the intention of finding better solutions to problems, applying better solutions to specific problems that both large and small organizations have been wrestling with for years, okay? And among other things, these tools leverage the revolution in social computing, okay? It's not for no reason that Facebook and Twitter are so popular, are the focus of many people's time when they are sitting at their computers at home. We used to, browse the web. Now we seem to browse Facebook and Twitter an awful lot. There's good reasons for that. They are really powerful tools for increasing collaboration with people and for accelerating the movement of information across the web from person to person. And IBM Connections have leveraged this as well, so that you can do this kind of thing within your own organization, okay? So Connections is potentially transformative. It will transform the way you work internally in your organization, and it can also transform your relationships with your customers, your business partners, and so on. Doug, what's social business patterns all about?
Thanks, Rob. So, the social business patterns, essentially, this is a set of repeatable methodologies that IBM's put together in order to improve business processes. They do this by embedding these social capabilities and concepts that Rob was just talking about into your organization. And obviously don't have the time to go through these today. We'd love to talk to you more individually about this, and follow up with you after this call if you have questions about that.
Okay, good. So these are like, I know you didn't want to use the word templates, but these are you can plug a set of predefined behaviors into the way you use Connections to improve your bottom line, basically. I think that's pretty exciting stuff to me. And like Doug said, this is something we'd love to share with you even more in maybe a future webinar or in one-on-one discussions. Let's talk about some of the individual tools in the Connections tool set. The first one I'd like to talk about is the activity stream. It's like when you subscribe to Connections, it is your home page, okay? And it's kind of like a Twitter stream. In fact, it's very much like a Twitter stream. What you do is you post status updates, and you also share files, and people can follow you, okay? And when you post a status update or a file or something like that, your followers are automatically notified that you posted this thing, and they can see what it is that you've posted. And if it's something that they think is valuable and should be shares, they can repost it, and then their followers will see it, and they in turn might repost it, and so your information is effectively viral, okay? The old-fashioned alternative to this is you could post information in an email and send it out to a whole bunch of people, right? But in fact, the activity stream is a much, much faster way of getting information out to the world. By the way, you can also do @mentions. You can @mention a given user who may not be your follower. That user would then also be notified, and the notice arrives in their email. They click a link, and they are taken to the activity stream where they can see what you've said, and then they can reply to it, okay? It's very powerful stuff. If you take us to the next slide, there's a screenshot of it. You can see the right up at the top there where you would enter your status, and down below you can see that there's the activity stream that appears there. Over on the left, I see that I have a couple of notices. People have mentioned me, or people I'm following have posted something. You see also action required. Someone might have posted something requesting something of me. So very powerful stuff here. Okay. Talking further about leveraging social, we have another one of the tools available to us in Connections is something called communities. Okay, a community is, just what it sounds like. You create a community and you invite people into it, and then the people inside that community can collaborate with each other in a number of ways. You can post documents in the community that are relevant to the community members. You can hold discussions in forums. You can do lots and lots of things. And looking at the second bullet here, okay, you can invite unlimited number of guests into a community, okay? What is interesting about that is that the guests don't have to be members of your company. They don't have to be licensed Connections users, okay? If you want to collaborate with a customer or with a business partner, you can set up a community and invite individual people from your customer or business partner into that community. They have all of the access that you have in the community to the files in the community and to any other tools that you add to that community, and you don't have to pay a license fee for that, okay? We have at least 2 customers who have licensed IBM Connections in SmartCloud because of this feature alone, okay? We have a customer who provides services to dog shows, okay? Dog shows go on all over the world, right? Every weekend there are dog shows going on somewhere. And this small company provides services to the dog shows. They provide judges and things like that. I don't know what all they provide, but lots of different services. And what they have done with SmartCloud Connections is they set up a community for each one of the dog shows that they provide services for, and they invite the dog show people into those communities, and now they can share documents. They can set up to-do lists and things like that in order to, make sure that the services that they're promising to their customers get provided properly. Make sure that if their customers are having any problems, they can hear about it immediately and respond to it quickly. Very powerful stuff, okay? My other customer that has implemented this because of this ability is a small nonprofit with 20 employees, and get this, 44 trustees on their board of trustees, okay? Their 20 employees use Notes Mail in the cloud, they have Notes Meetings in the cloud, and they have Connections in the cloud. The trustees, they don't need all of that stuff, but the trustees do need services, and in fact, there are a set of people in this organization who spend much of their time just organizing meetings of the Board of Trustees and meetings of the subcommittees that the board has created. In fact, I'm told they have about 20 meetings per year, okay? And so what these guys have is a community just for the Board of Trustees. And within that community, they have sub-communities for the various subcommittees on the Board of Trustees. And now, when they used to have to send out a packet of documents, print it up for all 44 members, send it out to all 44 members. Now they can post it in the community. The members can log on, read it online, and be well prepared for the meetings when they arrive. And oh, by the way, with same-time meetings, if a given board member can't make it to the meeting physically, they could still attend the meeting virtually through the IBM same-time meetings. Okay, and oh, by the way, what about arranging for the catering, arranging for transportation, perhaps hotel for some of the board members? The people doing that can use a feature that is available within communities called activities. And activities is a powerful, it's like a to-do list on steroids, or maybe you could call it a lightweight project manager. But basically what you can do is set up, within an activity, you can define all of the things that need to be done, right? And you can also provide links to the resources that help the people who have to get these things done, that will help them to know how to get the job done, and it's all very powerful. So you get this process set up in activities, and now the person who's been doing it for 10 years and had it all in her head and now retires. You bring in a new person. How do they get up to speed? Activities basically tells them exactly what they have to do, what the person who retired used to do, and provides all of the resources that they need to actually get that job done. Okay. Moving on, here's another tool, the Files tool. Regain control over your files. With email, what do? You attach files to emails, right? And then you send that attached file out to 10, 20, 100 people, whatever. And people read it and they make changes, they send it back and forth. Before you know it, you got so many different versions of the file and you don't know where they all are. You've lost control over the files. The Files feature of IBM Connections enables you to regain control of files. Instead of attaching them to emails, you now post them into the file repository. You send people a link to them. People can receive the email. They click the link. They are now looking at a description of the file. They can decide whether they want to read it online. They can decide whether they want to download a copy of it. They can even decide whether, if they have editor access to it, it's your choice whether to make them readers or editors. If they have editor access, they can actually open the online version of it, make changes to it, post the changes back up to the file repository, and now a new version of the file has been created. Okay, it's a draft version. Someone has to publish it in order to make it available to everyone else. Okay, very powerful stuff. By the way, Files is one of two features of Connections that have been included in your Domino license ever since version, I think, 8.5.2 or 8.5.3 came out. So if you are using version 8.5.3, you may already have Files and Profiles, the next one we're going to talk about, licenses to them. Whether you've actually set them up on premises, I don't know. It's the same thing. It's the same story we talked about earlier. Setting up servers for Files and Profiles is, kind of a big deal, and a lot of people, even a lot of our customers, even though they are licensed to do this, have never quite found the time, found the budget to do it. Okay, so but now these, you don't have to set up those features. You just subscribe to connections in the cloud, and they're there for you. The one called Profiles, which you see on your screen right now, is really of most benefit to larger corporations. Okay, if you're in a corporation that's large enough, or organization that's large enough that you don't know everyone else, and a lot of them may be working in other offices in other parts of the world, there's just no way you could know everyone in the organization. That's the silo problem of large organizations. This is a tool that is really intended to break through the walls of the silo and help you to find people in your organization who can help you out. Okay, if you have a problem that you are scratching your head trying to solve, there's a good chance that someone else in your organization has already solved that problem or has the knowledge and the expertise to help you to get that problem solved. Where is that person? Profiles will help you find that person. Okay, Profiles in a nutshell is like everyone's resume in the cloud, and you do a keyword search for the kind of expertise you need, and what it'll bring back to you is a list of people prioritized that will tell you exactly who has experience or expertise in the area that you're looking for. Okay, there's lots more tools in IBM Connections. I mentioned activities, very powerful tool. Among other things, it's really great for organizing training. There's also web events. You guys are actually attending this event today through web events, okay? And then there's third-party apps. You can license applications from third parties that have been designed to work with Connections. By the way, there's an absolutely killer project management app. It's collaborative project management, multiple people working a project at the same time. It can import and export. Actually, I think it can read native Microsoft project files. It's very, very powerful stuff. We're really excited about it at Rock Team. Okay. The last item here, mobile first. IBM has made a big deal out of making sure that your mobile users have access to all of the features of as your desk-bound users do, and so just to let you know that your mobile users will benefit from this just as soon as all of your other users will.